from Phoenix. I'm Kevin Harlan, along with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry, our terrific analysts, and David Aldridge is our sideline reporter. For the Miami Heat, they come into tonight's game after the loss to the Clippers.
And that's what happens when you become too perimeter-oriented. If you're not hot, you don't score.
I think if the coaching staff goes back and looks at the film and you assess the quality of looks, they're not going to be happy about it. At times, they just failed to take advantage of the openings for the best shooters.
So here's Miami's starting group. Collins is out there with Whiteside. Then there's Richardson. Then it's Exum. And it's Harkless in the small forward position. Now here's Wall. Hey, Brent, two monster defensive teams tonight. Premier stoppers on both sides. You're a former scorer. You like a game like this. What do you have to do to get your points, the challenge of scoring?
You know, some of the great scorers in our league, Kevin, do a great job of realizing when a team has put itself in a team foul situation where they can get to the free throw line. So as that happens, great scorers might put more pressure on the defense to force foul calling. Then you go and get some of those freebies. That can loosen up a few things, especially if your defensive stopper suffers through some foul trouble.
And it's always great as a scorer to figure out how you're going to attack them, even though maybe an initial roadblock or slowing you down. But you get so much more out of it when you think around the problem and figure it out and get that angle you want.
And how about as a scorer sometimes, Kevin, putting that aside and playing the game within the game and helping your teammates maybe getting a few more open looks as the attention is drawn to you. Maybe you do your damage a little more subtly, and that's with ball movement, setting up your teammates.
Great point. Here's Richardson. Following the basket by John Wall. Exum passes to Richardson. 6 on the shot clock. And it's Richardson slamming it down.
I like to see Josh Richardson showing you he can get up and rattle the rim a little bit.
We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. Tried to bank it in, but he misses.
The inside just a bit too congested for him to get the usual shot he would have with rhythm.
Right side a screen. Here's Exum. And he misses the go-ahead basket. The Suns have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Plenty of space. And it's Miami with the rebound. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. He kicks to Richardson. There's the 3. And that comes off the assist by Exum. Richardson's got 5 now.
The evolution of Josh Richardson is going to be very exciting for this organization. When he's sinking the catch-and-shoot jump shots, look out.
Now here's James. Coming off a solid outing against Portland.
And this is what he does so well, putting the defender back on his heels and being relentless in flying to the basket.
Collins, a screen on Wall. To the inside. And it's slammed in by Whiteside.
At 7 feet tall, Whiteside is always a threat for the high percentage dunk.
And Wall kicks to James. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
And I'm just not sure the league has ever seen a more intimidating slasher than LeBron James. A 6'8" bullet train. He's so strong, so quick, and if he gets a shoulder on you, watch out.
And LeBron always feels like he can get past his man. It's that next level of the D he focuses on.
And if I'm the help, I play him for the pass. I don't want to be in that poster. Maybe the most devastating finisher in league history.
Here's Collins. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change.
And that's just good offense. Surprised he blew that one, and the defense is too.
Now here's Wall. It's a 3-point game. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul. Shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. And there's the call. Miami with the foul. And he's got his first free throw of the game. I think everyone can now agree that John Wall is one of the better point guards in the NBA.
No doubt. At this point, when you factor in his production, he's got to be in the top 5, if not top 3 guards in the league. One of the better passers we have as well. It's just hard to find guards that can create so easily the way Wall can.
Goes up the baseline. Shot by Collins, no good. All with it. He seems to always be finding ways to score, averaging around 23.5 points a game. Wall sets a screen for LeBron. And Whiteside sends it back.
As soon as Whiteside positions himself, he just spikes that one away. It's like he's playing beach volleyball.
The right thing there to stay that tight on him and really try to keep him out of his comfort zone.
Whiteside, Green. Picked by Horford. Now Wall. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Yeah, easy to appreciate Wall, an all-star caliber talent who just fills up the stat sheet.
You watch the Heat play, you watch their young athletes, and you think about the conditioning of all of their players. Allegedly, they have one of the toughest practice regimens in the league. I don't think guys get too fired up about their training camps, but certainly pays off throughout the course of the season.
Here's Whiteside. And that comes off the assist by Exum. Exum's got 3 assists now in this one.
Well, once the ball gets to Whiteside that close to the basket, he knows what to do with it.
Suns moving the ball around. And Wall. Here we go now. And Whiteside sends it back. Here's Exum. And it's Phoenix with the rebound.
And forcing the miss there, he just knows how to pressure you defensively.
You hear a lot about rim protection. This is a good example of how valuable it can be.
Horford. And Whiteside sends it back. That one may be a little beyond his comfort zone, but he made it count. Hughes got 5 now.
See all the responsibilities that LeBron James has. He is their leader. I'd like to see him get it to the open teammate. He does that often.
And Miami calls their first time out of the game. And for the Heat, Brent, as bad as the workouts might be, the payoff is there.
Yeah, it's always amazing how many former Heat players talk about going down there and getting ground down. And if you're getting ground down in just a workout, what the heck are the practices like? So this is not a franchise or a team that's for everybody in the league, but that's what the Heat do. They sift through those kind of guys and then find out what Miami Heat players are out there and available, and then they bring those guys in.
Richardson, no luck.
You know, fought hard from start to finish on that play, defended the shot, and then finished it off with the rebound.
James dishes the Wall. LeBron kicks to Wall. Here's Grimes. And he finishes nicely on the layup. And now a 4-point Suns lead.
3 of 4 to start. Young fella came to play.
Exum kicks to Whiteside. There's a screen by Robinson. Trying his luck deep. And Exum gets it to go on the assist by Harkless. And here's Wall. He has 6. Here's the screen. Grimes. Guarded by Robinson. And Harkless pulls it down.
Somehow, some way, he couldn't get that one to fall from in between. Got to take advantage of the weak defense when you can.
Exum passes to Harkless. Dishes to Robinson. Herman Gomez grabs the miss. For Phoenix, they've gone just a shade under 50% from the field. 5 of 11. In the corner, it's James. That 3 off the mark. For Miami, they've gone 6 of 14 shooting the ball since the start of the game. Exum sets a screen for Robinson. Richardson, no luck.
And there might as well have been no guy up on the pick. Nothing happened there. Can't be surprised at the results.
Straight power, homie. I mean, he ripped it down with both hands.
Absolutely a resounding dunk. Right side a screen. Fires from deep. The shot off that time. The Suns go the other way with it. Now the pass to Q. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. Q's got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for Phoenix. Now a timeout called by Miami.
I just don't ever want to take for granted the fact that LeBron James is simply one of the greatest basketball players that's ever played the game. Am I overstepping it? Not at all. He is just as complete as it gets.
Phoenix making some changes. Ezeli comes in for Al Horford. And it's D in for John Wall. Heat also with the sub. Denzel Valentine. He's checked in for Josh Richardson. Now here's Exum. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. And when it's all said and done, Brent, do you think LeBron James goes down as the most versatile player in NBA history?
There's no doubt about it, Kevin. If you talk about a player that had the consistent dominance that LeBron James had in every facet of the game, from the moment he stepped into the NBA, it's been a remarkable run for him. And when he steps between those sidelines, there's really nothing that he cannot do.
Hey, Brent, you made the NBA playoffs in your second year. Talk about the mental preparation that goes into one's first postseason as a player.
I think it's always a special time, Kevin, just because of the unknown factor. And at that time, it was the Clippers, my second season, a team that was very young and inexperienced. And so it was all fresh and new. And the biggest challenge for any coach in that sort of predicament is to make sure that players are on task and focused. We certainly were not. The Utah Jazz took care of us, and that's because of one John Stockton and Karl Malone.
And that's a great piece of work to get to the hoop there. Just tore the D to shreds.
Exum dishes to Valentine. Right side with it. He's against Ezeli. Feeds it to Valentine. A baseline J. That's short off the rim. Suns leading by 5. Here's Graham. Floats one. That one's off. He's now 1 for 2. Now here's Exum. He has 7. Puts up a 3. And the 3 ball is good. Exum's got 10 points.
This is a guy whose mindset just never changes. Even when they're losing, he's always going to be aggressive.
They set the pick. James with it. Robinson picks him up. Shot's good by Hernangomez.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Now here's Exum. Defense right on him. Harkless kicks to Whiteside. Shoots over Ezeli. No one on him, and he makes the easy one. That's now 8 points for Hassan Whiteside.
And that keeps him perfect from the field this quarter.
Ezeli a screen. LeBron kicks to Hernangomez. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. LeBron's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Here's Exum. And so it's Phoenix with their lead standing at 6. All right, the second quarter beginning in just a moment. And taking a look at the... Here's Graham. They lead by 6, their biggest margin. On the floor for Miami, they've got Myers Leonard. Richardson is out there with Shake and Bake. Then it's Collins, and it's Harkless in the 3 slot. Azili kicks to James. 4 on the shot clock. And they double up James. Here's Hernan Gomez. Another 3 for Phoenix.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Here's Shake and Bake. And there's a whistle. That goes on Hernan Gomez. That's his first foul. Phoenix on defense. The feed now to Collins. 5 to shoot. Shake and Bake passes to Leonard.
And that's a rare turnover. Just their first here in the half. So that's one thing we've seen them do pretty well, valuing their possession.
For Phoenix, they have made 5 of 8 of their free throw attempts. And he can't hit the second.
I don't think anybody around the league does this, but a lot of fans do. Eric Spoelstra won 2 championships while in Miami as the head coach of the Heat. Of course, he had the big 3, but he was the one that orchestrated and got those guys to work things out to become title contenders for the years they were together.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, guys, Miami's Eric Spoelstra is known for his focus and his devotion to work. How does he stay centered? Yoga. He said, I like it because you have to keep your eyes on your own mat. If you're not focused on the spot in front of you, you'll fall over. Kevin, that mindfulness translates across the board.
Mindfulness. That's an interesting way to look at things, D.A. Spo is a great communicator. Knows how to certainly get through to his team.
And he just leaves the D in the dust and explodes to the basket.
You're right. Maybe a momentum changer right there, huh?
If anything could change the momentum, it's that kind of play. Cloud of smoke has people standing on their feet.
The Heat trail by 8. Out to the right wing. Collins dishes to Richardson. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Following this one, they get to host the Warriors. That'll be the last of 3 straight at home for the team. LeBron with it. Guarded now by Harkless. Azili inside. Lays it up and banks it in. Azili's got the lead up to 10 now for Phoenix. Timeout called, the Heat. Brent, coming down the stretch of a tight game, some coaches like to substitute for offense and defense. Others don't. What would be your preference if you were coaching?
I think the idea has to totally do with matchups, Kevin. You're looking out on the floor. If all of a sudden the guy you want with the ball has a mismatch or an advantage, I'm going to stay away from any sort of timeout to give a coach 60 seconds to talk about something that he could probably shut down. I might not be able to be as creative as what's just happened in the flow of the game, and I'll trust my player to make the right play for me at that time.
James kicks to Green. And Shake and Bake picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Here's the screen. James. And James throws it down.
And you can't give LeBron James that much room off the pick. He doesn't need much space to get that shot off.
Shake and Bake passes to Harkless. Hits it from 3-point range. Harkless has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Azili a screen. LeBron kicks to Azili. The drive by James. Rebound by the Heat.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over.
Here's Shake and Bake. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game.
I still love the shot selection. The defense wasn't really a factor. You need to be more aggressive guarding the mid-range.
Didn't have any problem knocking that one down. Another defensive lapse leading to 2 more.
Kicks it to Richardson. This one for 3. And the Heat, another 3.
Richardson shooting it now from deep. Good touch on the long ranger.
LeBron outside. To the left wing. Here's Graham. Offline with his 3. The Heat trail by 8. Pass to Harkless. James with some nice D.
The defensive reaction time, it was just immediate on that one.
And sometimes the most important part of that is the angle that the defender chooses. That time he chose wisely.
And it's Graham missing. Miami's gone 2 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the first. Right wing. The dish to Collins. It's Richardson on the wing. 8 points for him. Clock is at 3. It's stolen by Hernan Gomez. The 3 ball. Collins grabs the miss. Collins has got 3 rebounds so far in the game. There's shake and bake. They set the screen. Miami no good on that time either. Phoenix leading by 8. Here's James. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
It's just not easy to contain or control LeBron James. A nightmare when trying to stop him, especially on the drive.
And he hasn't cashed in on his chances at the line, only making 1 free throw.
And on the season, you know, only shooting around 73%, so not necessarily where he'd like to be.
And the Suns making a change here. Wall's checked in. Whiteside inside. Covered by Ezeli.
Well, that 7'4" wingspan all used up there. Ezeli with a great block.
Whiteside with it. They count on his contributions, currently providing 16.5 points a game. Exum dishes to Whiteside. Whiteside a screen. Exum's shot is off.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
To the wing on the left. Right side Wall. 6 to shoot. There's the pick. Over Exum. No good off the front iron. The Heat trail by 10. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
JaMychal Green, he's checked in for the Suns. Skinny comes in for LeBron. Now here's Exum, covered by Wall. Exum kicks to Whiteside. There's a screen by Robinson. Here's Exum, trains the three-pointer. Exum's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for Miami. Outside, Wall. To the left side wing. And what was that about? Not a good shot right there. So for Phoenix, their last game, a win against the Trailblazers. Whiteside is green on Wall. In the corner, it's Robinson. Here's Cool Hands, and that's good. Robinson picking up the assist. Cool Hands got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. And Exum comes to help. Back to Wall. Passes it to Rowe. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. And the Suns lead by 7. Exum passes to Whiteside. Ball's knocked loose. There's a screen by Robinson. Exum with a wide open look. And the Heat, another three.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
All with it. Now defended by Exum. Green, the screen. Pulls up on the wing. And he connects with the jumper.
How about the screen that frees him up, though, for the jumper?
Now Exum. He's got 16. And the pass to Cool Hands. He dishes it to Whiteside. 6 to shoot. Exum's shot is off. Suns leading by 6. Wall passes to Skinny. And the wide open shot from Green. Another three for Phoenix.
Just like to see the defense get more aggressive. They are asking for trouble as they're giving up open looks to this point.
Exum kicks to Whiteside. Good ball movement here by Miami. Pass to Valentine. The Heat need to get a shot off. They grab their own miss. And it goes out of bounds. That one off of Zealy. And some changes here for the Heat. Collins checked in for Robinson. Harkless comes in for Cool Hands. And Josh Richardson subbed in for Valentine. And here's Richardson outside. And the jam by Whiteside.
Not sure if physically you could put Whiteside's game in a nutshell. A guy who hustles and tracks down hard rebounds and then turns them into easy points for his team.
Outside, Wall. Pass to Skinny. Shot clock at 5. The kick out to Wall. Phoenix needs to get off a shot. And it's Green missing. The Heat trail by 7. Now here's Richardson. He's tightly guarded. Here's Exum. And the three off target.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
And it's Hassan Whiteside with the rebound. The Heat shooting 41% for the game. Stolen away. Outside, Wall. And Dante Exum picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
Another foul would give him 3 before the half. Something to keep an eye on, guys.
Now here's Wall. He's guarded closely. Shoots over Exum. And it's off the back rim. No good. The Heat trail by 7. There's a screen. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in. Exum's got 18 points in the game.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is...
And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that has been very close so far. Suns ahead, leading by 5. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half. Suns leading by 5. All out there with Q. Then there's Horford. Then it's LeBron James. And it's Green in the power forward position. So that's who Earl Watson starts the second half with. Horford, no luck. Here's Miami now. Dishes it to Whiteside. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. James has got his sound on the night.
There are very few people in the league that put the type of fear in a shooter, especially when they draw close to the rim. Like Hassan Whiteside, gets to so many shots with his height, uses both arms to block shots, and he changes countless attempts around the rim.
Shot clock at 6. Here's Exum. Wall with a block. Horford high post. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That's on Dante Exum. And with Whiteside, certainly one of the preeminent shot blockers in the NBA, Brent does so without selling out for shots, too.
You think about a great shot blocker and maybe a guy that he's talked to a lot in Alonzo Mourning. Whiteside does a good job of staying down and waiting until the offensive player gets off his feet or releases the ball so that he can get up there and swat it away.
Exum with it. He's picked up by Wall. Feeds it to Richardson. Out of bounds. Phoenix will take possession. Third quarter of basketball. We're about a minute and a half in. Outside, Wall. Over in the corner, Green. Good ball movement here by the Suns. Picked by Horford. And it's Wall in the corner. Good, and the assist goes to James. James has got his 7th assist in the game.
Consistently getting his guys going. LeBron James awesome at finding guys in their spots.
Exum dishes to Richardson. He tries for 3. Again, the miss by the Heat.
They have yet to hit a shot, a real slow start here in the second half.
And I know we want to assume these shots are going in. The defense definitely blew an assignment there, but still got lucky.
Now the feed to Harkless. Inside. Releases. Whiteside kicks to Harkless. Whiteside again. Horford. And it's Exum in the corner. And it's sent back by Horford.
Al Horford positioning himself perfectly and swats that shot away. He seems to be forcing just a little bit out there. He needs to play a little calmer, a little smarter, with a little bit more poise if they're going to win this one.
Timeout called, the Heat.
And Al Horford just so versatile. You know, that extends to the defensive end as well. Very mobile, can move his feet with smaller players, and at the same time gives you a presence on the interior.
Now here's Exum, covered by Wall. Exum kicks to Whiteside. Now the dish to Exum. To stop the drought. Wall with a block. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Guys, the league may have never seen a player with more control on and off the court than LeBron James. He is a superstar, a playmaker, a coach on the floor. Some say he's the GM. He even has a stake in a player agent business. LeBron says it's his dream to one day own an NBA team. Well, he's certainly getting some practice. Kevin?
No question about it, David. He's well on his way. As important a player as we've ever seen in basketball. Wide side, the pass to Exum. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. James outside. Green, the screen. Q passes to Green. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Green's got 8 points.
Just a little confusion among the D as to who was supposed to be on it.
Right side a screen. Here's Richardson. Horford with the rebound. Horford's got his third rebound tonight. Outside, Wall. That one falls. Wall's got 5 points in the quarter.
And in the post, Wall's got a pretty well-developed game for a point guard. He can navigate his way through the big bodies with very few problems.
Whiteside inside, working on Horford. They need this. And the jam by Whiteside.
You have to do a lot of things defensively to prevent Hassan Whiteside from scoring. He is just an Adonis out there. Look at that body, and still gets those shots to go like he did there.
Picked by Horford. Outside, Green. Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. Whiteside dishes to Harkless. No good from outside. Suns leading by 15. And it's Wall in the corner. Off target from outside.
Well, the team is still up despite him struggling, so hopefully he'll find his rhythm.
Now here's Richardson. Tight defense on him. Shot clock at 5. And it's out of bounds. The Heat able to retain possession here. The Heat making a switch here. Robinson's checked in. Here's Richardson. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. That one on Horford.
Richardson playing with boundless energy, great at going into the physical defense and drawing the foul.
As we've seen, many teams play a little bit of a soft zone defensively. What's the best way you think, Brent, to counteract that when you're trying to run your half-court offense?
Well, the best way to counteract anybody who's softening up on the backside of the zone is to overload that side of the court, Kevin. So now all of a sudden, if you make a shift with more players on one side of the floor, there's no way for 3 to cover 2 on the backside. That's where teams can gain incredible advantage.
You know, Brent, the one thing we've seen from Coach Earl Watson is that he has a very good working relationship with his roster. His players have always said they have the trust of their coach.
Well, that's the key buzzword for what it is that Earl Watson wants to do with this young ball club, is that he wants to grow as they grow, and he wants to know that at all times Earl Watson has their back. He wants them to have the kind of success in the league that is going to afford them everything that they want, and he never shies away about talking about those things.
All these open threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
Back to Robinson. It's stolen by Wall. And the foul on Josh Richardson.
Side out.
That'll be his second foul of the game.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Denzel Valentine, he's checked in for the Heat. Outside, Wall. Five on the clock. Here's Rowe. Not really his range, and it's our. The Heat trail by 15. And here's Exum. He's got 18. Over in the corner, Harkless. And again, it's the Heat missing.
Yeah, bad shot there. Trust is lacking. You got to be willing to make the extra pass.
Yep, just too anxious to try and make something happen out there. This is about the team, not about you.
Now here's Whiteside. He's got 12. Now here's Harkless. D right on him. Misses the layup. He had him with that pump fake.
Well, his struggles are consuming the rest of the team here tonight. He's got to find his rhythm and find it fast.
Kicks it to Horford. Wall passes to Horford. And he comes up with the deuce. Horford's got 4 points in the quarter.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Exum kicks to Valentine. The three-pointer off the mark. And here are the Suns now. They're on a 17-5 run here. Passes it to Rowe. Puts up a three. The Heat trail by 17. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Unloads from 13. Bounces high off the rim and drops. 14 points for Hassan Whiteside.
I can't be frustrated at him tonight. He's doing his job. Like to see his guys step up a little more.
Horford against Whiteside. Horford in the post. Out to the wing. And that one drops. 9 points in the game so far.
And Horford really showing off his slick passing with that dime.
Exum kicks to Valentine. He feeds it to Robinson. Good ball movement here by the Heat. There's a screen by Robinson. Here's Exum. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Juan Hernan-Gomez, he's checked in for Phoenix. D comes in for John Wall. And Miami also making a switch. Cool Hands checked in for Maurice Harkless. And there's the pass to Hernan-Gomez. There's the pick. Here's Graham. And not sure what he was thinking there. The Heat trailed by 17. Robinson. The slam dunk by Robinson.
Well, passing is something he does very well, especially when it comes to leading his man to the right spot.
Graham with the ball. Now defended by Exum. Pass to Hernan-Gomez. He kicks it to Horford. Clock at 6. 18 feet away, and he knocks it down. Horford's got 6.
Well, if big men were yachts, Al Horford is that luxury item. He could space the floor and knock shots down.
There's a screen by Robinson. They get it back. And stolen by Graham. Robinson with the block. They recover it. Hernan-Gomez lets it go from the baseline and nails it. He's got 11.
Wow, credit there. Somehow finds a way to knock that one in.
Out of bounds, Phoenix takes possession.
Yeah, that's just not a good pass. I don't know what he's thinking there. A poor decision.
And the Heat with some changes. Leonard, he's checked in for Whiteside. Collins comes in for Thomas Robinson. And Shake and Bake subbed in for Exum. Graham kicks to Horford. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And the foul called on Myers Leonard. That's his first foul. Pass to Rowe. Horford in the post. He's covered by Leonard. Second shot opportunity. Foul on the play. Basket counts, so it'll be a three-point play chance.
You have got to box out Horford on the glass, given his size and his strength. Nice persistence by him to grab the rebound.
Here's Milton. No good, trying to beat the buzzer. And so it's the Phoenix Suns holding a 22-point lead as the quarter wraps up. They've been playing some inspired defense. And we're rolling here again with the fourth quarter. Might not come. Heat shooting just 35%. They've got to get better looks. On the court for the Heat, Cool Hands is out there with Collins. Then there's Shake and Bake. Then there's Myers Leonard. And it's Valentine in the shooting guard. James wide open. And it's off from three-point range. There's Shake and Bake. Outside Leonard. Passes to Shake and Bake. 6 on the shot clock. Step back shot. Uses the glass that time, and it's good. Shake and Bake's got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for the Heat. Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. Horford the pass to Hernan Gomez. The shot's good on the assist by Horford.
And defensively, you have got to extend to their shooters. They have been on fire this half.
Yeah, and then the fear sets in that you're going to create driving lanes that could lead to easy buckets. This is not an easy fix.
Here's Cool Hands. The three-pointer is right on target. Suns lead by 20. Just over a minute and a half played here in the fourth. To the inside. Kicks it out to James. 9 feet out. And that one goes long. The Heat trailed by 20. There's Shake and Bake. He dishes it to Valentine. Here's Cool Hands. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Horford. Shot off the screen. And another basket for Miami.
I give some credit to the screen out there. That totally freed up the shooter to take advantage of that look.
We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Back to LeBron. The pass to Skinny. Yes, it's James picking up the assist. LeBron's got assist number 8 now on the night. There's Shake and Bake. Dishes to Valentine. Feeds to Leonard. Good ball movement here by Miami. Clock at 6. There's the pick. Here's Milton. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
Oh, a little punch, counter punch action. Neither side flinching here.
Yeah, both sides trying to keep up with one another, but doing it from distance.
The feed now to Graham. Another 3 for Phoenix. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. Pass to Cool Hands. A Brent for college players who decide to stay in school for their junior and senior years. In some cases, it's been hurting their draft stock. Sometimes it helps. Can you talk about why we see a difference in the two?
I think what happens, Kevin, is that in any given collegiate season, that next year, there's another opportunity for a brand new crop of players. Maybe not the star guys that are going into college as freshmen, but guys who just played their freshman year or in their sophomore season take their next step. And so guys who are juniors and seniors might be looked at as not advancing fast enough or not as much potential, with guys a year behind them being better players.
Here's Graham. Another 3 for Phoenix.
After not having a 3 during the first half, he's made 2 now this second half, and he looks hungry for more.
Passes to Cool Hands. From deep three-point range. Phoenix has gone to three-point range for 12 of their points in the final quarter on 4 of 5 shooting. LeBron drives in. Graham kicks to James. There's a good screen. And the pass to Skinny. The dish to Horford. Shot from 12. And no good. Trying to use the glass. Releases. Miami no good on that time either.
And that's really a function of the offense not working as it should.
Yeah, maybe lazy play calling or just going through the motions on that possession. This often leads to a bad shot.
The drive by LeBron. That's tipped. Trying to get back on track. And he sinks the layup.
And great hustle to turn that block shot into a fast break opportunity. Big time play on both ends.
They set the pick. Right wing for 3. And it's Miami with the rebound. Leonard's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. That one goes. Count it. And it's 7 points for Shake and Bake.
And not a single point in the first quarter, but he's found his game, and you can tell he's got a bit of his swagger back.
Kicks to Graham. He feeds it to Horford. Right through the D for the layup. Horford's got 11 points here in just the second half.
Are we sure that's the same player, guys? He looks completely different. What confidence he's playing with, and look how engaged he is on both ends.
Here's Shake and Bake. Graham defending. 13 feet away. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. Brent, we know the regular season is a grind. We also know that revenue is king. Could you imagine a time when we'd actually have to play more than 82 games?
That's it. Because a lot of the times the argument you've heard over the course of the past 5 or 6 seasons, Kevin, is the opposite of that 65-game schedule. Why not reduce the schedule? Stars playing in every game, less back-to-backs, more time for recovery. So the idea of 82 games being extended beyond that, I don't think that that's in the realm of possibility.
65, 68 games. They had that shortened season a couple years ago. It was terrific to watch.
It was, and so we'll see if the league does that. But in your question alone, Kevin, you said it. Cash is king. 82 is the number we're going to settle in, I think, for quite some time.
Pass to Skinny. From downtown, it's rebounded by Leonard.
He's been a little bit disappointing in this game. However, his team has his back. They need a little bit more help from him.
Pass to Collins. And he didn't get quite enough under that one. Suns leading by 22. Graham with the ball. Passes it to Rowe. Tries a 3. For Miami, they've gone only 6 of 14 from the field in the fourth. Here's Milton. Miami no good on that time either. Phoenix has gotten 8 shots off from three-point land and hit half of them. The pass to Hernan Gomez. There's the screen. Dishes to Azili. Azili a screen. Graham gets to Azili. And it's Azili with the jam.
Solid screen setting is a sacrifice. Kevin Azili does a good job of sticking his feet in the ground that time.
There's Shake and Bake to end the drought. Leonard kicks to Collins. Over the decades, the way the league has grown, phenomenal, due in no small part to the leadership. Brent, what are some of the key traits you've seen of these two great NBA commissioners?
I think the one thing about both David Stern and Adam Silver that they have done a great job with is that they're approachable. There doesn't seem to be a time, at least in an NBA player's career, where they don't feel like they could either call the office and within maybe a day or two hear from somebody from the league office. But the fact that both David Stern and Adam Silver find their way out to arenas throughout the regular season, come to see every team, that approachability, I think, far and away sets those two gentlemen aside.
Q, he's checked in for Skinny. Then for the Heat, Whiteside comes in for Leonard. And it's Exum in for Shake and Bake. There's 1:54 left in the fourth quarter. A nice shot by Exum.
And you're not going to pass up that kind of look.
Now Graham. Azealia screen. Out left to the wing. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. Makes it off the glass. Azili's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength. Poor Phoenix.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And so checking out the record for these guys tonight will mark win number 37 for them on the year.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
A very solid win indeed. And when you check out the box score, there were some great numbers for LeBron.
Not sure what else the coaching staff could ask for. He contributed in every facet of the game tonight, racking up a triple-double.
Pass to Q. Shoots the three. No good. He's now missed more than he's made. 4 for 9. Now here's Exum. Graham defending. They set the pick. Richardson, good.
You got to stay on the shoulder of Josh Richardson. I know he's a good spot-up shooter, but when he gets this going, he's tough offensively.
And here is Graham. So it's the Suns winning easily here.